Welcome back to the channel, guys. So you can see we got 4 cups of plastic today. We got 2 new cups. We're going to be mixing up some new colors. We've got some old pucks that we're going to reuse. We're going to compare the two, see which ones we like the best. We're going to throw these new cups in the microwave. We're going to start with this new fresh plastic first. Alright, so we got our plastic all cooked up. For today's color, we're going to be making sprayed grass, which is just a watermelon with small blue flake on one side, and then a smoke top with purple flake on the other. We're going to start building one side with our watermelon. See where that gets us. It's a pretty translucent color for the most part, so you don't want to go too thick on your color. I think we're good with that one. And then we're going to take our 1/8 of a teaspoon. We're going to start with 1 scoop. It's the 0.015 royal blue flake. We might add a little bit more. This is a pretty flake heavy color, but we'll see where that gets us. All right, now I think an 1/8 teaspoon is good. We have 1 measuring cup in each cup. I don't know if I said that at the beginning. So there's our watermelon side. And then for the other side, it's just a smoke color. We're going to start with about 3 drops of black. And see, you don't want the black to be too thick, just because most of the color on this side is going to come from the flake. So you can see it looks really dark in the cup, but if you look when I pull up on the scoop, you can barely see it. So it's just going to be that real nice smoky color. And then for the purple side, we're actually going to use a 1/4 teaspoon. You do want quite a bit of flake, and we might even add a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, we're actually going to add another 1/4 teaspoon. So we're going to be at about 1/2 teaspoon of purple flake on the top side. Get this all stirred in. Yeah, I think that's where we want it. Alrighty, we're going to get these cups popped back in the microwave real quick. We're going to get them back up to temperature, and then we'll run some baits. Alright, plastic is ready to go. We're going to shoot these in 3 different molds, and then we're going to see what they look like. Alright, our plastic is cooled off. We're going to check these out. I really hope these filled in all the way. It's pretty cold out here today. My injector kind of felt like it was trying to stop up a little bit. So hopefully all these filled in. If not, we'll do it again. So this first mold is a 6-inch lizard mold. This is the bottom side. You can see that nice watermelon with the small blue flake. It looks like all the appendages filled in, so I think we're good. And then there is that smoke side with the purple flake. And we could probably even add another drop or 2 of black, which we might do for the second run, and maybe a little more purple flake. But overall, really, really cool color. Now there's a lot of these little screws, so I'm just gonna jump to having these molds open and we'll check them out. Here are those other 2 molds. This is a 6-inch brush hog mold. I thought I had trouble with my injector when injecting, but everything filled in just fine. So I injected these molds around 330 degrees just because it was the first run of the day. Molds are cold, injector's cold, but everything seemed to be filling out really nicely. So you can see how much darker this one looks. Let me grab one of these lizards. You can see how much darker the back of the brush hogs look compared to the lizards. So that's the difference in thicker baits. On some of your thinner baits, you may have to adjust your colors a little bit. You're going to make the thinner baits a little bit more saturated than you would on some of these thicker baits. As you can see, we got nice even laminates on all these baits. It's a really cool color. I know someone was asking to see it in one of the other videos. So I needed to make some more of these big creature baits. I figured, why not make them in this color? But yeah, there is round one. We're going to heat up the rest of that leftover plastic. We're going to shoot this next round, and then we'll move on to the remelt. And there is round number two. I'm going to grab these out of here. I did add one more drop of black to that back side, so you can see how much darker that is compared to the first round. Let me grab one. So here's the first one. You can see how the smoke side with the purple flake is just a little bit light on this thinner bait. And then you can see how on the second round, just adding that one more drop of black is exactly what we needed. So if you're going to mix this color up, I would start with around 5 drops of black for your smoke side from the beginning. But yeah, super cool. Now we're going to get all these laid out. We're going to grab these other 2 cups of leftovers, get them microwaved up, and start making our next run. Alright, I wanted to show you guys what we're doing. So for these leftovers, I just grabbed some of my green pumpkin pucks and some junebug pucks. It would be better to cut all these up into small pieces before we remelt, but we're just going to take this slow so that I don't have to cut them all up. We're going to add a little bit of our heat stabilizer. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to throw it in the microwave at first for about a minute, get it out, stir it up a little, and then do 30-second increments after that until we're at a working temperature and all the solid pieces are melted back down. All right, we got our junebug melted down, got our green pumpkin melted down. We've got 4 worm molds set out. I don't know if I have enough plastic to shoot them all, but we're going to try it and see what happens. So here we go. All right, so I was able to get all 4 of those molds shot. We'll pop these open, see if everything filled in all the way, and check out that color. So this first mold is a 7-inch ribbon tail. So you can see we got the green pumpkin on one side and then the junebug on the other. Really cool looking color. A lot of times laminating just 2 basic colors together turn out to be really, really good. So there's that one. This next one is basically like a speed worm. It's a swimming worm, I guess you could call it. So there's the junebug side. It's really cool too on some of these baits. You can see in the tails how when you're laminating baits in these really thin portions, sometimes you're going to see more of the junebug color coming through, and then other times the green. But it's just kind of cool seeing like the slight variations in some of these molds and the way they shoot. There's our green pumpkin side and the junebug side. This next one is that fat finesse worm mold. There again, we got our junebug and our green pumpkin. And then the last mold is a 10-inch ribbon tail mold. Ooh, this one don't want to come apart. There we go. Look at the tail color on this one. It almost laminated so evenly throughout the tail that it kind of gives it that like brownish colored tail. Whereas the other ones you could see like the green pumpkin side and then like the more junebug side, those tails laminated so even that it's more just kind of like a brownish color. Kind of cool. And there's our green pumpkin side. So I'm going to get all this stuff organized real quick. We'll compare all these baits and then we'll check it all out. And there are all the baits we ended up with today. We got both runs of our sprayed grass over here. Got our 10-inch ribbon tails, 7.5-inch ribbon tails, our finesse worms, and our swimming worms. I'll show you kind of where I got the inspiration for this video. So I made some baits for someone earlier today, and they wanted a black and blue laminate with a green pumpkin. Super cool little bait. And it just got me to thinking about some of the other just standard laminate colors you can do. I see a lot of the green pumpkin and junebug, And then sprayed grass is also just another super simple color. It's just that watermelon with small blue flake, laminated with your smoke top and purple flake. Super cool. And then the other ones was the remelt that we made, and it's just that green pumpkin with our junebug remelt. I do want to talk about the junebug remelt. Junebug, the green flake in there is very well known for bleeding and messing up your colors. I highly recommend using the baked plastics flake. I feel like their green flake holds up to heat better than any other green flake that I've tried. Just my 2 cents. I feel like it makes a difference, keeps your junebug from, because what it'll do is the green flake will bleed into the purple color, and when you try to remelt it, your color is just off. But yeah, really cool color. Let us know which ones you guys like better. Let us know what other color combos you guys would like to see. We can definitely get whatever you guys want put on video for you so you can kind of see it. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Let us know what you guys think. Which ones do you guys like better? Do you like the green pumpkin junebug, or do you like the sprayed grass better? Let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.